Give me a sign, doubting my head, thinking over again. Stuck in your heart, may the chaos begin. Hanging on for dear life over the edge. Clutching at your skin tight, breath raging red. Going to the low point, reaching for the high point, feeling of each other till the feeling's dead. Half my heart's close to yours, arms apart and holding yours. Lips are speaking hymnal lines, eyes meet locking, for you I pine. Hanging on for dear life over the edge. Clutching at your skin tight, breath raging red. Going to the low point, reaching for the high point, feeling of each other till the feeling's dead. Thank you for the music, thank you for staccato. Love our composer, lusting our conductor. We have it every night, symphonies and operas. But there's a feeling best to what a simple aria instrumental sounds wrong. Can you pause it? Sorry about that. That instrumental went totally wrong. But, wow, okay. I'll just sing the rest of the song. I'm hanging on, I'm clutching on, going to the low point, to the high point, hanging on for dear life, over the edge, clutching at your skin tight, breath raging red, going to the low point, reaching for the high point, feeling of each other till the feeling's dead. Selfish, selfish, fresh and untamed, selfish, fearless. Do it again, selfish, express, hot on fire. Selfish, careless, full of desire. Thank you.
What's up, guys? My name is Patrick Duval, and this is called Love Me.
Won't you hold my hand, make me your man, and tell me that you love me, pretty baby. It would make my life if you looked me in the eyes and told me that you love me. I always knew deep inside that I loved you. Is it a sin to fall in love with you, girl? Was it wrong for me to follow my heart? I never knew I could fall in love again. Ever since I saw you, I always knew that my heart would be a fool for you. I don't care if you use me, I don't care if you fool me, I just wanna be next to you. It would make my life if you look me in the eye to love me. I always knew deep inside that I loved you. Is it a sin to fall in love with you, girl? Was it wrong for me to follow my heart? I never knew I could fall in love again.
Thank you.
This guy, his name is Frank, and he was the owner of a little small computer repair shop in my neighborhood in L.A., like in one of those little corner mini malls. And this was, again, when was this? Los Angeles, September 2004. Frank. I'd wanted to upgrade my laptop's RAM from the 512, which is back then, that it came with, to 1 gigabyte. I saw this computer repair place in the mini mall and went in. Frank looked up my model number. No problem, my friend. We'll order another 512 and bring you up to 1 gig. In 2 days, he called to say the memory was in. I brought in my laptop. He took it in back and came out 5 minutes later. Here you go. He turned on my computer to show me, but instead of the 1 gig I expected, it said 768 megabytes. What happened? Well, your 512 was made up of two 256s, so this was the most it goes. I paid and left, but then felt, hey, wait a minute. I went back. What do you want me to do, he asked. If I take out the new RAM, there's a 20% restocking fee. But you looked at my computer beforehand. You should have told me first, I said. We went back and forth. It escalated. That's not how I do business, I said. Take me to court, he yelled. We stood there yelling at each other. I took my computer and left, feeling bad. That night I called a store and left a message. I don't like the way you dealt with me. You didn't take the high road, but I also don't like that I yelled at you. I'm sorry for that. I think you are a good man who is having a bad day. Please accept my apology. The next day I got a message from Frank, almost in tears. You should not apologize to me. I should be apologizing to you. You are right. I did not take the high road. From now on, when you come into my store, you will be more than a customer. You will be my friend, and you will get $50 off anything you do here. I went in yesterday to say hello. I saved your message, he said. I learned such a lesson from this. I wish I had learned this 20 years ago.
Round two. Okay. Where should I get started? I always think talking about relationships is fun because I'm single and I've had like so many weird kind of like experiences happen to me. So I'll give you an example, okay? You look at me like, what is he about to say right now? I have no idea what's about to come out of his mouth. The thing is, I'm doing this dating game right now, you know what I mean? And the whole thing as a man, as a guy, if you're trying to get a woman, you probably didn't notice, but this is why he's sitting next to you, is that you got to talk to a woman a certain way so you don't throw him in the friend zone. You don't want to go there. You do not want to go in the friend zone. Once you get thrown into the friend zone, it's like you just got thrown in a giant maze. You just woke up in it like, how the hell did I get here? How did I get here? Like, GPS won't even help you out. You be like, GPS, where am I? You be like, dude, you lost. We don't know where you went, dog. You took a wrong turn. It's tough, you know? So you got to talk to women just a certain way. You don't got to be rude. You just got to talk to them a certain way. Like, you're not playing. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? This is how you don't get thrown in the friend zone, because there's only a 2% chance you can make it out the friend zone. I did the research. I Googled it. There's only a 2% chance you can make it out the friend zone. But I mean, once you do, it's like hitting the game-winning home run in the World Series. You know what I'm saying? Getting out the friend zone, it's like hitting the game-winning shot in the NBA World Championship. You know what I mean? As soon as you're done having sex, you just need to stand up in the middle of your living room. Just like to thank God for the opportunity. Big shout out to Derek's Condoms, Hennessy. I don't know why I do that. It's crazy, man. I tell you, man, I wanted to be fresh. want to smell good for women. You know, I just want to do all these things. You know what I mean? And so I started watching TV. You know what I mean? Started watching the Axe body spray commercials. You ever seen them? Yo, they sold me dreams, man. You ever seen the Axe body spray commercial? They sell dreams out there. You see the Axe body spray commercial. It's like, you know, this dude sprays the cologne, and then all of a sudden, these women just pop out of nowhere. 18 women just tackle them. Buildings are exploding. I was like, yo, I need to get that. Whatever you got, I need to get that. So I did it. I tried it. You know, put it on. Put the Axe body spray on. You know what happened to me? 18 mosquito bites. No women, just a lot of Benadryl everywhere. Just didn't work out for me. I tell you, man, living in Miami is crazy because, you know, it's such like a Spanish culture. You know what I mean? Are you Spanish, man? You Spanish? Cool. I wasn't really gonna go anywhere with it. I was just gonna say I need to step my Rosetta Stone game up. You know what I mean? Come in here and just start. You know? What are you? You Spanish? I would have thought somewhere from Idaho, but you know what I'm saying. But we'll work with it, you know. What do you think I am? You know what I'm saying? You think? She's like, you from a different planet. We don't really know where you came from. I understand that. It's a weird thing going on. You know, I'm half black, half white. You know what I mean? So in Boston, I was considered black. You know what I mean? In Miami, I'm considered you know, Spanish. You know, which is weird. And I think, you know, my dad was always mad because, you know, my dad's black and my mother's white. I think my dad was mad that I didn't come out like blacker. You know what I mean? I think he was just always salty that I just didn't come out darker because he would always be like dropping me hints when I came to visit him in the house, you know. I'd be so excited to see him. I walk in, I'd be like, yo, what's up, Dad? He'd be like, why you look so pale today, boy? I was like, oh, I don't know, Dad. His mom's white, and I just came out like this. I don't know. You know. I was talking to my little brother because I got stepbrothers and sisters, and I got a little brother. He's a little white kid, you know, different fathers and stuff like that. And he looks up to me, and he always be like, you know, looking. But he don't understand why I'm black and he's white. You know, it just never clicked to him. But he wants to like understand the black culture and stuff like that. So he'd always like be putting my do-rags on, trying to go to school. I was like, nah, you can't wear that to school. You know what I'm saying? He was like, why? I was like, well, you know, you'll get arrested. That's you know, plain and simple. You can't do it, you know. And my little sisters are like the cutest thing in the world. I never realized how like children just like they just hear everything that you say and they just repeat everything. I just want can I swear real quick, Robert, for this one? Okay, I just want to drop this one down. So I was at my house, you know what I mean? And me and my boys growing up, we would say the N-word every once in a while to each other. Just, you know, black people, you know, well, you know, light-skinned people thing, you know what I mean? So, you know, I was babysitting my little sisters. They're twins, Crystal, Christina, twin little white girls and stuff like that, right? And I thought they were watching Dora the Explorer. And I was on my boy, like we were talking on the phone. And we had this thing where, like, when we picked up the phone, we just go, niggas, you know what I mean? We just do that, just real quick, niggas. And so my mom walks through the door, and like my little sisters like run up to the door and they're like, niggas. I was like, oh shit, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Because it's difficult trying to raise these little white kids everywhere. They don't understand what I'm going through. You know, I've been you know, any churchgoers? Any churchgoers? I swear, if we had Rosetta Stone, I'd be right there sitting next to you. I was saying, so I went to church the other day, right? My boss brought me to church, and I grew up Catholic. I don't know what I am right now. It's just I'm a little confused because it got crazy once you get older. You know what I mean? Oh, it's like, you know, he parted the Red Sea. I'm like, man, I got 6-foot boys can't swim. You know what I'm saying? It's bananas to me. So, but my boss brought me to a black church the other day, and I was just so infatuated by the whole thing. You know, Ed brought me to this church, and it was at the Antioch mega church because I was going to perform there, and it was at the Antioch mega church in Miami Gardens. So this is which I ended up performing there, but it's a double-decker church, about 400 black people, and So I'm just sitting there and I'm just trying to like learn everything that's happening around me. You know what I mean? There's just I'm the lightest person in there, first of all, and I'm just excited to be there. So, you know, I just didn't realize how many things how active you had to be when you were there. You know what I'm saying? So like the preacher was going, Preacher Jackson, and he's like, your first time here, stand up and make some noise. I stood up, I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm the only person who's never been here before. There was like 300 people there. I didn't understand that. So I sat down, and I just didn't realize how many assignments that you had to do in Black church. It's crazy. You got so much stuff to do. Like, he was like, turn to your neighbor, tell him not to be discouraged. I turned to my neighbor. I was like, hey, man, you good, dog? You all right, man? We good? We cool? And my boss is looking at me like, hey man, where's your notebook? Where's your pen? Write this down. I was like, man, is there an exam? Is there a pop quiz? I would have studied. I would have been more ready. You know what I mean? I would have prepared myself for church. You know what I mean? I just started cheating off my neighbor's Bible. I was like, hey dog, you got the answer to Scripture 7, dog? I don't even got it, man. You got Scripture 7? God just looking at me like, you can't cheat in church. I'm just looking at him like, man, I just don't want to fail out the church. I just want to make sure I could come back. I don't want to get a bad grade. You know what I mean? You still want more? I keep going. Actually. Don't stop. All right, so I'll get into some nitty gritty stuff. Let's see. What can I go with? So you used to smoke weed back in the day, right? Yeah, so we'll take it there, you know what I mean? And I realized, like, you know, my priorities get a little bit jaded every time that I smoke, you know what I'm saying? And the paranoia starts kicking in. You start thinking about things that you've never thought, like, before, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get home, you're like, oh, shit, did I clock out of work today? You know what I mean? Stuff like that happens, you know what I mean, every time, you know what I mean? And then it got to the point where, like, I just had to stop because I'd be at my home, just smoking, you know what I'm saying, just to myself, like, man, I really should have paid that light bill today. It's dark as shit in my crib right now. That's what happened. I'm gonna leave y'all with that right now, and then until some more people get in here, and then if you want me to hit it later on, then I'll go. We good? Cool. Thank you.
This piece I'm about to recite to you right here is it's very short and sweet. It's not as long. When I wrote this poem, it was more of a mindset of thinking like today's world and how I view it. And it's titled A Lonely Tear. You ready for it? There we go. I cried the tear that was never washed away. I cry for the troops that we lost today. I cry for women that's always being degraded. I cry for that woman that was raped. I cry for that woman that stands on the corner. I cry for her kids who's dying of hunger. I cry for that child that never saw his reflection. I cry because that child died of abortion. I cry for that young man that has no direction. I cry for his father who was his protection. I cry for the ghettos all across America. I cry because being black is hard in America. I cry for that racist white man that never saw the love in a black child. I cry for that racist black man that never saw the joy in a white smile. I cry for the father that never saw his son speak. I cry for his son because his son was me. Thank you.
So this is my first time doing anything like this, so the nerves are